Japanese oldest doctors warn. Eat these every day and you could easily live past 100. It's not what you think. He was Japan's oldest practicing doctor, and when asked for his secret to living past 100, he simply smiled and whispered, "It's not what you think." People expected him to mention supplements, expensive diets, or rare superfoods from faraway places. But instead, he spoke of humble meals, slow mornings, and quiet gratitude over simple bowls of food. This doctor, and many elders like him across Japan, did not chase trends or force their bodies to be young. They nourished them gently, day after day. They believed that longevity was built in the ordinary, not the extraordinary, in the foods you touch daily, not the miracles you take once a month. And what they ate might surprise you. Not fancy powders or protein bars, not extreme juices or modern health tonics, but small traditional foods the world forgot. Meals that supported the gut, calmed inflammation, balanced the blood, and strengthened the heart without strain. And among them is one food, number 4, that many people outside Japan ignore or even avoid, yet it quietly protects the body like nothing else. The oldest doctors in Japan never called it a superfood. They simply called it life-giving. Today, we will uncover 8 everyday Japanese foods that may help you live longer, move easier, and wake each morning with steadiness in your breath and peace in your heart. But before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from, and how old are you today? Type it in the comments below, because your journey matters. And when we share our age and our roots, we remind one another that we walk this road together. And if you believe wisdom grows with age and health blossoms in gentle habits, make sure to subscribe to Dr. John's Senior Health so we can grow stronger and calmer side by side. Now take a breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. Number 8. Miso soup. Every morning in Japan begins with steam. The soft cloud rising from a bowl of miso soup carries more than warmth. It carries tradition, patience, and quiet healing. This humble soup has been part of Japanese life for over 1,000 years, yet doctors say it still holds the secret to a long and balanced life. It's not fancy, not expensive, not modern, but in its simplicity lies wisdom that science is only beginning to understand. Made from fermented soybeans, sea salt, and koji, a living culture of good bacteria, miso is a natural probiotic that feeds your gut the way soil feeds roots. It supports digestion, strengthens immunity, and reduces chronic inflammation, the quiet enemy behind aging and disease. Doctors who study centenarians in Okinawa often find one thing in common. Their mornings begin not with coffee, but with miso soup, because this small bowl does more than warm the stomach. It calms the entire body. The sodium that many fear is balanced by minerals, enzymes, and amino acids that keep blood pressure stable and circulation gentle. For older adults, one bowl a day can restore the body's inner balance, helping nutrients absorb and waste flow out smoothly. It's the Japanese way of medicine, prevention, not cure. And when you sip it slowly, it feels like more than food. It feels like kindness given back to yourself. Maybe that's why those who drink it daily seem not just healthy, but quietly content. Because true healing often begins in moments so small, we almost forget to notice them. Number 7. Sweet potato. In Japan, the sweet potato is more than food, it's memory. Every autumn, the scent of roasted sweet potatoes fills the streets, carried by the soft wind of the countryside. It's the smell of home, of childhood, of warmth returning after a long day. And yet, few people realize that this humble root has quietly fueled some of the world's longest living communities. Doctors studying centenarians in Okinawa found that sweet potatoes once made up nearly 70% of their diet. Not because they were rich, but because they understood something modern science confirms today. Steady energy beats fast energy. Sweet potatoes release glucose slowly, keeping blood sugar balanced and the heart calm. They're packed with potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, and fiber that supports digestion without strain. Even their natural color, deep orange or purple, is filled with antioxidants that protect the body from the quiet rust of time. For people over 60, that means more endurance, fewer spikes and drops in energy, and a calmer nervous system throughout the day. It's a root that nourishes without noise, comforts without excess, and strengthens without stress. You don't need to eat much. Half a potato, warm and soft, can be enough to carry you gently through the morning. The Japanese call it satoimo, the home root, because it grounds the spirit as much as it feeds the body. And perhaps that's the real secret. Longevity is built not from rare foods, but from the ones that remind you to slow down and taste the moment. Number 6, seaweed. In Japan, the ocean feeds more than the body. It feeds the soul. Every wave that touches the shore carries life, and from that life comes seaweed, the ocean's green gift to those who know how to listen to its rhythm. It's not glamorous, not rare, but for centuries, it has been the quiet guardian of Japan's long-lived people. Doctors now know what the elders always sensed. Seaweed doesn't just season your food, it seasons your blood. Rich in iodine, iron, and magnesium, seaweed supports thyroid health and oxygen flow. Two things that quietly fade as we age. It helps regulate metabolism, keeps energy stable, and balances hormones that protect both the heart and brain. Its natural compounds, called fucoidins, calm inflammation and improve blood vessel elasticity, keeping circulation smooth and strong. That's why older adults in Japan who eat seaweed daily often show lower rates of stroke and heart disease, not because they avoid risk, but because they live in harmony with what the sea provides. Even the salt in seaweed acts differently. It's paired with minerals that soften its edge and nurture balance instead of pressure. When you sip a bowl of miso soup or enjoy a simple seaweed salad, you're taking in the essence of the ocean. Gentle, steady, cleansing. It washes your cells the way waves wash stones, slowly smoothing what time tries to roughen. And it reminds you that true nourishment doesn't need to shout. It arrives quietly, like the tide, again and again. Because the sea, like life, heals through constancy, not force. Number 5, green tea. In Japan, green tea is not just a drink, it's a pause. A moment to breathe, to settle, to remember that life is not meant to be rushed. Every morning, as steam rises from a small porcelain cup, the world slows just enough for gratitude to return. And in that pause lies one of the oldest secrets of long life. Green tea carries catechins, powerful antioxidants that protect cells, strengthen the heart, and calm inflammation from within. It supports blood flow to the brain, stabilizes blood sugar, and helps the body process fat more gently. But what truly makes it special is not chemistry. It's ritual. Because when you prepare green tea the traditional way, you don't just consume antioxidants, you consume peace. The act of boiling water, waiting, and sipping slowly teaches your nervous system the art of balance. Doctors who study Japanese longevity often notice this simple rhythm. The healthiest elders don't drink tea for caffeine, they drink it for calm. A few cups a day can gently lower stress hormones, improve focus, and relax blood vessels. It's how body and mind meet halfway, not in excitement, but in harmony. And maybe that's why, even past 90, so many Japanese elders still walk with clarity in their eyes and steadiness in their steps. Because they've learned that in every cup of tea, there's not just warmth, there's wisdom. Number 4, fermented soybeans, natto. It smells strong, it looks strange, and to many outsiders, it's almost unthinkable. Yet in Japan, this sticky, stringy dish called natto has quietly kept generations of elders alive and strong. Doctors call it a miracle in disguise, not because it's exotic, but because it does what no modern supplement can do naturally. Natto is made from fermented soybeans, rich in a rare enzyme called nattokinase, a substance that cleans the blood the way rivers clean themselves after rain. This enzyme gently dissolves small blood clots, keeping circulation smooth and arteries clear. The very reason strokes are far less common among those who eat it regularly. And the fermentation adds probiotics that feed the gut, balancing immunity and inflammation from within. It's the kind of food that doesn't just fill you. It teaches your body how to heal itself again. Even modern researchers are astonished at how effectively natto keeps blood thin, oxygen flowing, and energy steady, especially after 60. Yet few outside Japan can stand its smell or texture. They turn away from what might actually be one of the most powerful anti-aging foods on Earth. Doctors who reach 100 in Japan often say, "Eat natto even if you don't like it," because in its quiet, earthy taste lives a truth the modern world forgot. Medicine doesn't have to taste sweet to save you. It's bitter, sticky, strange, just like life sometimes. But inside that discomfort lies strength. And maybe that's why those who learn to love it also learn to live longer. Because the secret to longevity is not in avoiding discomfort. It's in embracing what truly nourishes you, even when it's not easy. Number 3, tofu. If you ask an old Japanese doctor what food keeps the body light and the heart strong, they will smile and say, tofu. Soft, pale, and silent. It may not look powerful, but that's exactly where its strength lies. Tofu is the art of balance made edible, firm enough to nourish, gentle enough to digest. It gives your body what it needs without asking your organs to work harder than they should. Made from soybeans pressed and purified, tofu is rich in plant-based protein that repairs muscles and keeps bones strong. But unlike meat, it carries no heavy fats, no inflammation, no strain on the heart. It's food that respects your age. It feeds you without fighting you. That's why Japanese elders eat tofu daily, not as a diet, but as a rhythm, a quiet agreement between the body and time. Its isoflavones, the gentle plant compounds inside, help balance hormones, especially for aging women, keeping bones dense and moods calm. Doctors say tofu teaches moderation. It reminds you that you don't need intensity to stay strong, just consistency, calmness, and care. A few bites can restore the body's harmony, the way a slow breath steadies the mind. Tofu doesn't shout its power. It whispers it, softly, with every simple meal. And perhaps that's why it has nourished Japan's oldest souls for centuries, because it never tried to impress, only to serve. Number 2, pickled vegetables. In Japan, even the simplest meal comes with a small side of color, a few slices of pickled vegetables resting quietly beside a bowl of rice. They're not decoration, they're balance. The Japanese call them tsukemono, things kept in time. Vegetables gently transformed by salt, rice bran, or miso into something that lives longer and helps us live longer too. It's a tradition older than medicine, born from patience and care rather than science. Pickled vegetables are rich in natural probiotics, living bacteria that protect the gut, support digestion, and strengthen the immune system. But their real power lies beyond biology. They teach the body to adapt, just as fermentation teaches food to survive. Every bite carries a quiet reminder. Transformation takes time, and health is not about avoiding decay. It's about aging with grace. Doctors in Japan often say, a healthy gut is a happy brain. And these small, sour bites keep both connected, even into the late years of life. For older adults, a few pickles at each meal can calm digestion, regulate appetite, and maintain healthy weight without effort. They awaken the palate and refresh the spirit. And while the world looks for youth in bottles, Japan finds it in jars. Simple, bright, and alive. Because when you learn to preserve food with care, you also learn to preserve yourself. And that is the real secret. Longevity, like fermentation, is the art of gentle patience. Number 1. Barley rice. In Japan, the secret to long life often begins with a single bowl of rice, but not just any rice. It's a quiet blend of white rice and barley, steamed together until soft, warm, and full of life. The Japanese call it mugi gohan, barley rice, a staple so simple yet so powerful that many centenarians still eat it every morning. Because this one bowl doesn't just fill the stomach, it nourishes the centuries. Barley adds soluble fiber, the kind that slows sugar absorption and keeps blood pressure calm. It feeds the gut, lowers cholesterol, and gives steady energy that lasts all day without spikes or crashes. Doctors who've studied Japan's oldest villages often find that barley rice is the invisible thread connecting their diets, grounding the body the way deep roots hold the earth. Its texture is humble, its taste plain, yet its impact profound. It stabilizes what time tries to disturb. And when paired with miso soup, pickles, and green tea, it forms the foundation of a life both long and light. The wisdom behind it is simple. You don't need superfoods to stay young. You need steady foods to stay whole. Barley rice teaches us that balance is not a luxury, it's a rhythm. And perhaps that's why so many Japanese elders say, eat simple, live deep. Because the path to 100 is not paved with miracles, but with mindful meals shared in peace. And when your day begins with something as humble as barley rice, you carry that calm with you, all the way through life. Conclusion. The secret to living past 100 was never locked in rare herbs or hidden in expensive diets. It was right here all along, in simple meals, steady rhythms, and quiet gratitude. The oldest doctors of Japan never spoke of miracle cures. They spoke of harmony, the balance between body and time, between hunger and rest, between effort and ease. They believed food should not fight the body. It should flow with it. Every bowl of miso, every sip of tea, every bite of barley rice. It's not just nourishment, it's conversation with life itself. When you eat slowly, breathe deeply, and thank your food before tasting it, you remind your body that you are safe and healing begins. Modern science calls it balance. The Japanese call it ikigai, a reason to live with purpose, calm, and grace. And that may be the true medicine of longevity, to wake up each day with something gentle to love and something simple to do. You don't need to chase youth. You need to honor time, and it will honor you back. Your age is not a countdown, it's a rhythm, and every mindful meal is a beat that keeps your song alive. So eat slowly, rest well, laugh softly, because when your heart is calm, even the years become kind. And when you live with awareness, life doesn't grow shorter. It grows deeper. Now I'd love to know, where are you watching from, and how old are you today? Type 1 if you believe longevity begins with awareness, or 0 if you're still discovering what balance means for you. And don't forget to subscribe to Dr. John Senior Health, where every story, every truth, and every breath brings you closer to a longer, calmer, and brighter life. Share this video with someone you love, because wisdom grows stronger when it's shared. May your body stay strong, your mind stay calm, and your heart stay light.